What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Tech Reacts, where every beat counts. My name is Matt Tech. Hey, we're going to continue with Ren today. There's still a lot of Ren in the queue. We've done a ton of it. The most recent one, we just did the Money Game Trilogy. Go check that out. But some of you guys have said that because of the song McKay, and there was another song, I forget what it's called. You guys had said that there's a story to this specific topic of mental health, self-harm, having to do with Ren's childhood friend Joe. So I haven't listened to the song about Joe. I haven't listened to Freckled Angels, but I am gonna do Suicide. It's really interesting. I did read the story. I did read the story that I guess Ren wrote regarding his relationship with Joe, how he died by suicide, but his body was never found. He stopped drinking, Ren stopped drinking kind of as a result of all this, and that he used this video to raise money for a specific organization. So we're gonna do the song Suicide today. It's kind of interesting when you just name a song that name, right, without trying to dress it up in anything else. I think that's just Ren's like flavor. He's just a very direct person. So I'm looking forward to hearing what he has to say on this one. And without further ado, here we go. Subscribe to the channel, consider supporting the channel, and buy me a coffee. Join us on the Discord, guys. To get it on the Discord, we're having a ton of fun. I'm also going to start doing reactions, probably 1 to 2 a month, specifically for those of you who decide to support the channel for as low as $5 a month. You'll get some exclusive reactions just for you that nobody else can see. We're going to do that over on the Discord with some private channels over there. So head over there. Even if you don't want to support the channel, totally cool. Head over to the Discord anyway. There's a lot of like really neat channels that we have fun and hang out in. But here we go, guys. This is Ren, and this is Suicide. Here we go.
Falling through the cracks of the night sky, a light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Oh, treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. I'm so fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, but can't sleep, a misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber. Bruises my sister, skin pop the blister. Dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you.
Jeez, man, he's already killing it with the lyrics. This like AI art thing is really, really interesting. It's like his face keeps changing. But I mean, you can tell it's him, but his face keeps changing almost as like, I don't know, all the different emotions, I guess, that we wear, all the different stages of life that we go through, just changing, changing, changing. Wow. Miscount sheep, I can't sleep, a misfit. I like what he said about my skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber bruises my sister's skin pop. Oh, some dark lyrics. Okay, here we go.
Fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, but can't sleep, a misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber. Bruises my sister, skin pop the blister. Dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you. Falling through the cracks of the night sky, a light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Oh, treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
Sick boy, bitten by a tick boy.
boy. I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick.
Oh
I'm so
wow.
fucking washed up and seasick.
Oh, he pulled he pulled clip straight from Sick Boy and threw AI on it. That was cool.
I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick. I'm so fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip. 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges. Useless my mother, can't keep in my supper. Skin so pale cause my cheeks leak colour. Truth is my father, you choose your karma. Draw for the sword, then drive through the armour. Oh, I, falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Oh, I, treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
Video is awesome.
Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped the whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped.
Oh my gosh. This is very reminiscent of Money Game in Eden. Like that same piano music bed, and then the way he's telling it, it's very reminiscent of those two. What did he say? Something that was interesting. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences, like the golden rule. That's cool, man.
It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped the whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as well. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Sager, Justin, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. The distance is my plaster cast. The truth is to the day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find that anger. All I find is missing you, man, I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back.
Oh man. I just read that part too where he oh, he got me. I just read that part too where it says that he got there like 2 minutes too late after it jumped. So that like that line right there. Ooh, wow.
Too, but I still can't find that anger. All I find is missing you, man, I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying, and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine. Not the way that it worked, cause I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I could find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you absurd. Fuck.
Man. Dang, dude. Dude, that part where he's I mean, yeah. Man, I know Ren knows this. He, I know he knows this, but it's not Ren's fault. Joe was sick, man, and there's I mean, he can't blame himself because in that moment, all like everything else had already compiled upon Joe to where he felt like he found himself on the bridge as a culmination of circumstances. It wasn't a one-time event. And I can tell from reading the story first and then listening to the song that Ren, it's natural, right, to beat yourself up. I had I had a friend when I was a child pass away very he didn't die by suicide, but he was a healthy athlete. We were running track in gym and he was like lapping all of us, and then he just collapsed and we all thought that he tripped over something. And so we went back to homeroom and he was one of the four sitting at our table, and that seat was empty for the rest of the year because he passed away before he even got to the hospital. Freak thing with his body. Um, but like I found myself mixed up into like in that, oh man, like what was the last thing I said to him? What was the last thing he thought of me? Like what was his last memory? What were his last moments like? If I was over, like if I would have kept up with him, could I have helped him? Um, but all it's a natural thing for us humans to do, but it's just not something that we can change, and it's unfortunate. I do like that Ren, he puts himself completely out there. Like he put his entire emotion. I mean, you can hear it in the song. He's he's I wouldn't be surprised if he did this part in one take like all of his other videos, because he's crying, he's weeping, he's trying to get through it, and you can hear the emotions just spill out of him. And all from from his best friend that he loved and lost, and beats himself up over it. I'm sure he knows that now, that that it wasn't his fault, but obviously hard at the moment to deal with. Man, this one was heavy, dude. Gee whiz. But I loved it. And I'm hoping that people that listen to this get healing. I do. It's not an issue that I've struggled with. But I mean, Ren even told like a little bit about his struggle, about being sick all the time, and how sometimes that's made you want to look at this as an option. I get it, man. Just I hope that people who have listened to this have found some healing, but if it's something that you're still struggling with, if if you'll allow me to speak into your life for a moment, and if you don't want to give me that permission, then you can feel free to end the video. I'm not going to insert myself into a place that I don't belong. But if nobody's told you this, your life has a purpose, and your life has value. And your life has value probably beyond what you can see in this very moment. But it does have value, and there are people in this world who love you. Um, in my opinion, if you don't know of anybody in this world that does love you, there is one person that does, and that's God. And if you believe that, great. If you don't, that's fine. But that's what I believe. So thank you for letting me speak that into you. Hopefully you guys get some healing, man. And man, if you want to talk, hit me up. Head over to the Discord. We can private message each other there. Happy to chat with anybody. But I've got a lot more Ren to do, a lot more Ren. And I'm looking forward to the next one. What do you guys want to see next? Let me know. Subscribe to the channel, consider supporting us. Even if not, head over to the Discord, hang out with us over there. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.